Folks, welcome to Francis Marion University and the University Center for today's tilt. This is women's basketball, the 5:30 matchup between the visiting USC Aiken Pacers and your Francis Marion University Patriots. I'm Paul McDonald. I'm going to bring this game to you today. Looking forward to a little bit of a quality matchup here. Two teams working very hard to get out of the bottom of the Peach Belt Conference. For Francis Marion, a near miss on Saturday. They were up by 9 points to Clayton State on Saturday with inside of 4 minutes to go. They surrendered a 12-point run to fall just short, 77-75, bringing Clayton up to 7-2, but dropping the Patriots to 0-5 in the conference. So Francis Marion looking to get off of their losing streak and try to get started. Their season has been marred by postponements due to COVID, as has USC Aiken. Aiken comes in with a record of 1-4 overall, 1-3 in conference. Let's talk about the lineups here really quick. For USC Aiken, Alicia Harris, she is a guard. A freshman, number 2, Alicia Harris. She's from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Number 12, Emily Trishil. She's a forward, 5'11" freshman from Brentwood, Tennessee. Number 15, Madison Williams. She's a guard from College Park, Georgia. She comes out of Woodward Academy. She is a junior, 5'3" guard. Number 23, Delaney Truschel. Delaney is a forward, 5'11" freshman from Brentwood, Tennessee. Chidima Okafor, that's number 25. She's from Santa Clarita, California. She is a freshman, 6'3" center. So look for her to come nice and tall in that starting lineup for USC Aiken Pacers to try to clean up the paint for them. Now, for the Patriots, the lineup is going to be number 13, Anaya Oliver. She is a guard, a freshman, 5'5", from Goose Creek, South Carolina. Number 20, Jasmine Stanley. She is a forward, a sophomore, 6'1", from Myrtle Beach, also from Goose Creek High School. Next is 21, Scarlett Gilmore. She is a guard, a sophomore, 5'7", from Rock Hill, South Carolina, and South Point High School. Number 23, Cameron Johnson. She's a guard, senior, 5'6", from Fort Washington, Maryland. And lastly, Lauren Taylor, who has been on a tear of late, 32. She's jersey number 32. She is a forward, a freshman, 6 foot tall, from Blythewood, South Carolina, out of Spring Valley High School. Talking a little bit about Lauren Taylor. Lauren Taylor has averaged 17.5 points and 9.5 rebounds, shooting a strong 41% from the floor. Knock it down 6 of 9 from the charity stripe last week. That's against Augusta and Clayton State. So in those last two games, Lauren Taylor, the freshman forward, certainly on a tear. We talked a little bit about the heartbreaker for the Patriots, losing 77-75 to Clayton State just this past Saturday on February 6th. You know that the coaching staff for Francis Marion, led by Jerry Porter, she's going to do everything she can to right the ship on that one. That was very, very disappointing for her squad. And for Coach Mark Miller, in his 5th season, he's trying to tally his 2nd victory for the squad this season as the USC Aiken Pacers visit Francis Marion. So we're about ready for tip-off here for this 5:30 matchup. And we'll see the players take the court. And Aiken is kind of sauntering out there and kind of waiting for the Patriots to take the floor. So Aiken's kind of saying, hey, come on and bring it. And for the Patriots, they're huddling. They're taking all the time that they can. They've got their starting lineup out on the floor. Out to take the tip is number 20, Jasmine Stanley. And on the tip for Aiken, no surprise, Shatima Okafor. So there's the tip. And Francis Marion with the start. Taylor to pick it up. And the Pats come up the floor. Out to the wing. Oliver with the ball. Dribbling around. Just trying to find their way so far. Players really out of the perimeter. Nobody really hanging out in the paint so far. Nice drive from number 21. Scarlett Gilmore is thwarted. Now the fast break for Aiken. Aiken does recollect the ball to the tall girl at the bottom. That's Chidima Okafor. She makes a nice little slide move, but can't quite collect the ball. Possession to Aiken. And so it's clear already they're going to get that ball to Chidima Okafor. We'll have to see how the Patriots box her out. We'll see if the Patriots can get some work done slowing her down. Pacers have the ball. They're moving the ball around. Some nice ball movement. Back to Okafor. Okafor with a high glass. That ball goes down. It's 2-0 USC Aiken. For the Patriots, there's Stanley. Stanley around the corner to Scarlett Gilmore, working it underneath. Bit of a miscommunication, miscue there in the case of the Patriots. Possession back to USC Aiken. Here comes Aiken with the ball. That's number 15, Madison Williams, driving it up. Nice defense by Cameron Johnson, but she is able to give that ball up. Back to Okafor. Okafor finishes 2 more points for USC Aiken, and both of the baskets so far are for Okafor. Johnson with the ball for the Pats. Pats are going to wait and try to set some things up. Down underneath to Taylor. Taylor whips it out. The steal by Aiken. Nice job on the steal by Aiken and Emily Truschel. But that ball is going to go back to possession Patriots. Nice effort on the steal by Emily Truschel, but not quite enough. So Johnson with the inbound. That ball goes into Oliver. Anaya Oliver with the ball. Whips it around. That ball just off the rim for number 23, Cameron Johnson. Pardon me, that was Lauren Taylor on that. And there's Aiken moving that ball around. Nice job by Aiken, inside and out. And the drive by number 23, Truschel, Delaney Truschel this time. Here come the Patriots. Here comes Johnson. Johnson to Oliver. The tray from Lauren Taylor hits the rim. Aiken with the rebound. Here comes Aiken and number 15, Madison Williams working the ball up the court. Alicia Harris working one-on-one. Nice rebound by the Patriots. And here comes the Patriots. They're going to work their half-court offense here. A lot of work down underneath. Aiken working very hard to box out the Patriots. Not a whole lot of paint going on the side of the Patriots. So instead, we get the three-pointer. All 3 of those for the Patriots. Oh, you think you could have called a travel there maybe, but instead we got a foul, a hack on the hand. That's a foul against Cameron Johnson. That's the first foul of the game. So Aiken's going to inbound this. That foul was away from the ball. So here comes Aiken. Aiken with a clean inbound. Not a whole lot of pressure there. Ball underneath to Okafor. Okafor in and out off that backboard and the rim. Here comes the Patriots. Nice fast break by the Patriots. They get the ball underneath to Jasmine Stanley. Now she can't quite finish, but she is going to go to the line for 2.
Fouls on the Pacers, number 23, Delaney Truschel.
Delaney Truschel with the foul.
At the line for the Patriots, number 20, Jasmine Stanley.
Jasmine Stanley is going to get 2. Here's the front end. Nothing but net for Jasmine Stanley. Nice job by her, and we're tied at 4. Stanley can take the lead with a free throw here. And she nails that one too. So nice job by her to finish off both of those free throws. Francis Marion now doing a full court press, or at least a full court man-on-man Nice job by Aiken to break that by the point guard, number 15 for the Pacers, Madison Williams. So Aiken is now going to get set up. Back to Williams. Williams being defended really closely by Cameron Johnson of the Patriots there. Newly entered into the game, Chesney Gardner had the ball. We're going to foul away from the ball. I think that's going to be against Oliver.
Yep. Patriots, number 13, Anaya Oliver.
Anaya Oliver with her first foul. That foul is away from the ball. So 2 fouls for the Patriots here. We're only about 3.5 minutes into this game. Back to Chesney Gardner. Gardner's got the ball. Gardner gets hacked just a little bit. Nice job for the steal by the Patriots. Stanley's going to wisely slow it down. Make sure she gets set, gets it to her point guard, Cameron Johnson, and the Patriots are all set up. Another foul away from the ball. We're going to get Delaney Truschel with the ball, with the foul. New entry into the game. We're going to get Grace Crawford into the game. The diminutive 5'5" guard from Toledo, Ohio, is in the game. Nice work by number 21, Scarlett Gilmore. She took a little bit of a jab underneath, stepped back, and knocked down the very, very short, maybe a 10-footer there. A little bit of glass. Nice job by Gilmore. Patriots lead 7-4. Yep, an honest call there, a good call, and a quick call by the official. That's a clear travel by Alicia Harris. So that's immediate ball to the Patriots. A few miscues here after a strong start by Aiken and 2 quick buckets from Chidima Okafor. Since then, it's been all Pats. Pats on a 7-0 run after the 4-0 start for Aiken. Patriots have it set up, working it down underneath. Nice job to stop that ball into the paint by Emily Truschel. Here comes Aiken on the break. Aiken sets up there in the corner. Another risk of a travel. Instead, a really kind of an ill-advised shot by Alicia Harris. Rebound to the Patriots. Oh, nice skip pass out to Oliver. Oliver throws up like a teardrop. Very, very good teardrop pass by her. And nice job to finish that. It's 9-4, and you're listening to and watching the Francis Marion Sports Network. Thank you for joining us on the FMU Patriots Sports Network. And we just had a timeout from USC Aiken. The Patriots are currently on a 9-0 run. They started out down 4-0 on 2 quick buckets from Chidima Okafor for Aiken. Since then, it's been all Patriots. It's 9-4 Patriots here with 5:16 to go in the first quarter. For the Patriots, a little bit of detail here on the scoring. 2 rebounds for Stanley. And from a scoring standpoint, 5 for Gilmore, 2 each for Stanley and Oliver. Aiken has the ball. And there's the drive. And a nice deke give and go from Chesney Gardner. She slices down the lane. Nice job by her to stop the 9-0 run for the Patriots. Now the Patriots have the ball. They're in their half court. A lot of work from the paint. Instead, we get a 3-point attempt that is thwarted. And we'll have to wait and see what that call is. Looking at a call for, looks like number 2, Alicia Harris for the Pacers. So the Patriots are going to inbound that ball. A little bit of inconsequential contact down underneath, but they're going to get that call. That's all right. So here comes Patriots. Nice inbound underneath. Fantastic work by the Patriots to get that ball underneath to Lauren Taylor. She makes no mistake. One bounce on the floor, and then it's up and in for her. Great job on the inbound. Great job by Lauren Taylor to finish that. Here comes USC Aiken. Aiken slowing things down again. Madison Williams, as usual, brings up that ball. But we got a drive to the lane. Emily Trushell, but she has to kick it back out to Chesney Gardner. A little bit of a mishandle. Aiken recoups. Shot clock to 5. 3. 3-point shot misses by Grace Crawford. Rebound by Aiken. Aiken can't quite seem to get things started. Everybody kind of stopped, but Delaney Trushell got to work and put that ball up and in. Pardon me, that was Chidima Okafor. Put that ball up and in. Patriots with the ball. Aiken has cut into what was a 5-point lead earlier. It's now 11-8 Patriots.
Substitutions for the Patriots.
Entering the game for the Patriots, number 33, Brianna White, and number 30, Raven Medeiros into the game. Aiken continues with the kind of the subtle man defense on the full court, but now it's just really a one-on-one between Oliver and the point guard, Madison Williams. Williams calmly takes it up the court. Little juggle of the feet by Grace Crawford, but she's able to leave that plant foot down. Patriots with the possession on that ball. Kind of a big mistake there by Emily Trushell. She couldn't quite corral the ball. Smart work by the Patriots not to touch that ball going out of bounds. They wisely knew that possession would be theirs as soon as that ball went out. Oliver with the ball to bring it up. She kicks it over to Gilmore. Gilmore dribbles in and out. Now for number 32, Lauren Taylor in and out on that three-point attempt. Actually a little bit more of a rim from that area. Down underneath to Okafor. It's been all Okafor all the time. She's holding the ball in that paint. And we got a 3-second call against Okafor. She held that ball. She had some indecision, some nice defense by Frances Marion. So instead, that 3-second call in the paint, that's a Patriots pickup on that turnover. Nice job defending Okafor. She is tough to deal with. She is nice and long underneath for Aiken. Three-pointer just misses. Here comes Aiken. Aiken on the fast break this time. A quick three. That three is good by number 1, Kana Suzuki. Kana Suzuki with a three-pointer knots this game up at 11-all. Patriots continue with a little bit of movement. Got one player underneath in the paint, but for the most part, they're running their play set, trying to get things going. Nice rotation of the ball here by the Patriots, but Aiken continues to respond with coverage. Great passing by the Patriots resulted in that shot by number 32, Lauren Taylor. Unfortunately, she missed it. There's Suzuki with the ball. She's got possession, but she picked it up. Oh, a charging number 12, Emily Trushell. That play is thwarted, and now we're going to slow it down. Grace Crawford's going to hold that ball, dribble it out, and now Aiken kind of reconnects. Several miscues here. Shot clock at 5. Significant miss. Chesney Gardner threw an ill-advised three-pointer up. Not the best shot in the world. I think for Aiken, they're looking for a better shot than that.
In with the Patriots, number 11, Taylor Simmons, and number 5, Abigail Bullock.
Taylor Simmons and Abigail Bullock into the game for the Patriots. Simmons carries the ball up. Medeiros with the ball. Taylor down on the wing. She dribbles a couple times. She kicks it back out. Not that hard to miss number 5, Abigail Bullock with the blue hair. That's a fun look for a college player. Rebound to the Patriots. Patriots are going to smartly set it back up. Nice job by Simmons to collect the offense, get things going again. Shot clock to 10. Simmons kicks it around to number 5, Bullock. Bullock, all 3 of those. She drains the 3, so welcome to the game, Abigail Bullock. She drains the three-pointer. Now back to possession. Aiken, a little bit of shake and bake from Grace Crawford moving that ball around. Nice job by her. Kicks it to Emily Trushell. Trushell with the three-point. She's trying to respond. Instead, rebound to the Patriots. Here comes the Patriots. There's Bullock. A lot of touch, a lot of contact down underneath. They're going to say foul on Bullock. Okay, they're going to call foul on Bullock. She was working her way around underneath. So we got, so for Aiken, they'll recollect the ball. And Grace Crawford in, bringing that ball up. So earlier in the game, Madison Williams, but Madison Williams is getting a break for now. Nice job by number 2, Alicia Harris, to work that ball underneath. She receives the bouncing paint pass, and then she goes up and in, off the glass. Nice shot by her. We have a 1-point game. Francis Marion leads with 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Shot clock and the quarter clock are about the same. Blocked shot by Aiken. Nice effort by Abigail Bullock to get that ball up, but that, to no avail. That ball doesn't go down. So for now, at the end of one, Patriots 14, Pacers 13. You're watching the FMU Patriots Sports Network.
The Swan Fox Club is the fundraising arm of the Francis Marion University Athletic Department, and it supplies assistance to all 14 intercollegiate sports. On behalf of the student athletes at Francis Marion, I would like to thank all those who are members of the Swan Fox Club for their support.
Thank you.
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 Welcome back to Francis Marion University. We're at the intermission between quarters 1 and 2 of this tilt between Francis Marion and USC Aiken. Francis Marion leads 14-13 after one quarter. Leading for USC Aiken, Chidima Okafor, she's got 6 points. She scored the first 4 points of the game for USC Aiken. Then the Pats went on a 9-0 run for FMU. Scoring leader is Gilmore. She's got 5. Abigail Bullock drained a 3-pointer just a moment ago to go along with 2 points each for Oliver, Stanley, and Taylor. So we're back in action. Possession for Aiken. Aiken inbounds the ball. Aiken goes back to their starting guard. That's Madison Williams. She's going to get things figured out. Nice pass down into the paint. She slices back in. She's available for the second pass. Nice job by Truschel to get that ball back to Madison Williams. Fantastic job by Madison Williams. Aiken takes the lead. FMU is satisfied to slow things down. Now we got a kicked ball. We'll see who the call is. So it's going to be possession Patriots. So that ball went off the foot of an Aiken defender. So possession Patriots. We're going to inbound that ball. Gilmore with the shot. Gilmore drains, Bullock drains it. Mid-range shot for Abigail Bullock. Nice job. She's got 5 points on the day. Here comes Aiken. Nice work by number 11, Taylor Simmons, to hassle the ball being brought up. Now, lots of good defense in the paint for the Patriots, and we're going to get a foul call. That's going to be, that's actually going to be a travel. It looked like Brianna White was going to foul that underneath work by Aiken, but not until Aiken had stepped way too many times, thus the travel call. So the Patriots are more than content to slow things down. Nice job by Simmons to control the tempo here. Kick it over for the mid-range J. Nice job by Raven Medeiros to drain that mid-range free. She was mid-range jumper. She was wide open. Nice shot by her. Patriots take a 3-point lead. Oh, fantastic work on that rebound by number 20, Jasmine Stanley. Here comes the Patriots. This is the fastest the Pats have brought the ball up. Stanley forces it. Now, she's struggling. She thinks she drew the foul, but what she really needs to do is get back into the game. That call is for the refs to make, not anybody else. And the result of that is Emily Truschel is wide open for a 3. It's unfortunate that if the defense had made it all the way back, they might have been able to defend her Instead, Truschel drains the three, tied at 18. Simmons with a little crossover action. She's going to try for a three of her own. Only backboard on that one. Some good work by number 20, Jasmine Stanley, underneath. That ball goes out of bounds. Oh, we're going to get a foul. That's a foul against Jasmine Stanley. I thought that was going to be all ball, but I've got a little bit of distance between me and Jasmine Stanley on that one, so that's the case there.
Number 23, Delaney Truschel. Number 13, Chesney Gardner.
Truschel and Gardner check in for USC Aiken.
Taylor.
32, Lauren Taylor checks back in for the Pats. Aiken smartly brings up the ball. Nice work by Delaney Truschel to handle the ball up at the top between the circles, but now she's in trouble. Nice pressure by the Patriots. Aiken works their way out of it. Kind of a circus attempt from Emily Truschel, but that's still a foul. That's a foul on Abigail Bullock. Abigail Bullock was trying to defend properly, but Truschel was coming in kind of erratically, and she draws that foul. 2 shots for Truschel. And Truschel's attempt goes in and out. It's still 18-18. We've got 7:41 still left in this second quarter. And we're going to go with a lane violation against number 25, Chidima Okafor. She stepped into the lane before that ball left the fingertips of the free throw shooter. Therefore, it's an immediate possession for Francis Marion, regardless of if that ball would have gone in or not. So we remain tied at 18. Jasmine Stanley's open. Aiken was kind of slow on defense, so Jasmine Stanley took that mid-range J, knocks it down, 20-18 Patriots. Kind of a double clutch from number 13, Chesney Gardner. If she hadn't hesitated, I think the hesitation for her is what caused her to miss that shot. If she takes that confidently or pauses then takes the shot, maybe she gets a better look because she was open. But instead, the miss and the miss takes that ball out of bounds. Possession to the Patriots. Medeiros with the ball. Medeiros over to Taylor. Taylor takes a look one way and then goes back to Medeiros. The shot from Medeiros, front of the rim. Not much hope for that shot. Nice rebound by Chesney Gardner, and Aiken returns serve. Delaney Truschel inside quickly to Okafor. Okafor misses her easy lay in or easy lay up. Now over to Taylor. Now in the hands of Anaya Oliver. Oliver slows things down. They're looking for a good shot. They've been getting quality shots like that one. Fantastic. A slicing Jasmine Stanley cuts across the paint. She's wide open. She receives the pass, turns and makes it. Nice set play by Francis Marion. Good job to get Stanley open. She knocks it down. A lot of effort from Delaney Truschel. Delaney Truschel again. She makes the mid-range. Coach Jerry Porter is hoping for a foul call there. She thinks that there was a little bit of elbow action that freed her open. So we'll see if that gets a second look another time. Nice shot by Stanley. Stanley knocks it down. Now, I think there's an argument there. Stanley takes the shot and has her arm hacked, but she still makes it. 2 more points for the Pats. 24-20 Patriots. We're at 5:40 to go in the half. Great shot by number 23, Delaney Truschel. Truschel makes a three-pointer. I wouldn't say she was wide open. She was defended, and she knocks it down. FMU by 1. Bullock looks like she's going to make that attempt. She was a little too far away to take that shot, but she's trying to deke that defender. Doesn't quite get them to bite. A skip pass had no energy behind it, right into the hands of Aiken. Aiken on the fast break. Truschel, Emily Truschel with the drive. She knocks that down. USC Aiken with the ball. We're going to go timeout Patriots, and you are watching the FMU Patriots Sports Network. Welcome back to Francis Marion University, and we're coming out of a timeout here. Coach Jerry Porter just called a timeout. USC Aiken with a 4-point run to take the lead, 25-24. Coach Porter with the timeout. Team's going to recollect themselves and come back. Right now, the Aiken really spreading the scoring around. Several players with 5 or 6 points, and for the Patriots, 8 points for Stanley, 5 for Gilmore, 5 for Bullock. So the Patriots have the ball. They're going to try to work that ball underneath. We're going to get the call. That's going to be the call against number 13, Chesney Gardner. Now that's a foul on the floor, so that should be possession to the Patriots. Patriots are going to inbound. A little bit of a mishandle on that inbound. So Aiken picks up the steal. We got another kicked ball, and that's a kicked ball against USC Aiken, so that's possession to the Patriots. And Oliver to inbound this ball. She's going to inbound that ball to Johnson. No full court pressure or man-to-man pressure from Aiken now. They had been pressuring earlier on in this game. Now they're just going to allow the Patriots to bring that ball up to half court and set up their offense. Johnson moves around a little bit. She touches the key, kicks back. Now we're going to kick it back to number 21, Scarlett Gilmore, who's slicing to the net. And it's going to be a foul on USC Aiken. That's going to be a foul on number 2, Alicia Harris. That was on the nice slice to the court from Scarlett Gilmore. So Scarlett Gilmore is going to take some shots here. Gilmore makes the first. So she gets the front end. We're tied at 25. Chidima Okafor wants to hop in, but the referee said no, not yet. They'll motion her in shortly. Gilmore with both of those, so she makes both ends of her free throws. FMU actually ranks number 1 in the Peach Belt in free throw shooting. They're shooting 77% from the charity stripe. Aiken's going to calmly bring it down. Into Chesney, up. A little bit of back and forth there, a little bit of a mispossession. Oh, nice handles, fantastic handles on the long pass from Jasmine Stanley. She had to wait for that ball to come down, kind of like a 50-yard bomb in football. She had to really wait for it, but then she had to hang out underneath the rim and still sneak that ball in. Now on the other side, we're going to get a foul against her, so Jasmine Stanley with a foul against, away from the basket, so that'll be a foul against Stanley and an inbound from Aiken. Aiken's moving, well defended by the Patriots. They do get it in. Wide open stroke for Chesney Gardner. She misses. Great rebound. She comes in, gives a little bit of help from her teammate, and then she grabs the ball and then lays it in. Aiken down by only 1 right here. It's been back and forth all game besides a 9-4 run, a 9-4 lead for the Patriots early on in the first quarter.
Substitution for the Patriots, number 33, Brianna White.
Entering the game, number 33, Brianna White. So Jasmine Stanley will come off the floor for just a moment. She's just going to collect herself and get a little rest. Here comes Aiken with the possession. Nice job by Aiken. Easy stroke by number 15, Madison Williams. But we're going to get a blocking foul. That's a blocking foul against USC Aiken. So we're going to go possession to Oliver and the Patriots. Oliver with the inbound. Now, here comes number 23, Cameron Johnson. Back to Oliver. Oliver with the ball. Down underneath smartly. Oh, but blocked by Okafor. Nice block by Okafor to prevent that ball from going to the rim. Aiken's with the possession. Aiken whips the ball around the perimeter. They're doing a better job here moving the ball around the perimeter. They haven't worked it underneath yet until now. Back outside. Still a little sister-to-sister action there. That was Emily Truschel to Delaney Truschel.
Substitution for the Pacers, number 4.
Another miscue from Aiken means possession, Francis Marion. We're inside of 3 minutes to go in the half. 28-27, Francis Marion so far. Johnson brings that ball up. She gets that ball over to Gilmore, back to White, now to Oliver. Oliver creates some space of her own, just misses the deeper mid-range. Her heels were almost to the three-point line. She maybe would like a better shot, but she was open. She had a good look. Here comes USC Aiken. Aiken's very, very calm up there. That's Madison Williams at the point. Back to Okafor. Okafor's had her way most of the time. Great defense by Lauren Taylor to slow down Okafor. Possession underneath by the Patriots. Patriots are going for that long ball. Unlike Jasmine Taylor's score a moment ago, that one fails to go through the rim. Oh, wide open look. I can't say enough about the passing for USC Aiken. We're going to talk about Chesney Gardner. She knocks it down when she has to, but boy, she was wide open. Great pass by Aiken to get her free underneath for the easy lay-in. Here comes the Pats. Aiken leads by 1. Three-point shot. Brianna White was in the cylinder, but rims out. Here comes Aiken. Chesney Gardner's feeling it underneath the Okafor. Nice rebound by number 32, Lauren Taylor.
Timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout.
So we got a 30-second timeout. And I'd like to tell you that the FMU basketball team will play at Flagler College on Thursday afternoon at 4:30. Please note that game was pushed back a day from Wednesday. They are at Flagler. Both FMU squads will entertain Lander on Saturday, beginning with the women's game at 1:30. Members of the Swamp Fox Club are reminded that the Statesman Hospitality Room will be open at the halftime of today's contest. To access the hospitality room, please exit out the south door at the top of the bleachers. So things were getting a little bit haphazard, so we had a timeout on the floor. That's a timeout from the Pacers. And coach for the Pacers, Mark Miller, is being very vociferous with the officials right now. He is not happy with what appears to be what he's voicing as a non-call. Patriots bring it up, 1:25 to go in the half. Down inside, nice job by Taylor. Taylor gets her own rebound. She gets blocked by Okafor a second time. Great effort by Aiken underneath. Aiken brings that ball up. Another free shot for Chesney Gardner. Chesney Gardner drains the three-pointer, and the Patriots are leaving her open. They expect her, they're feeling comfortable leaving her open, but Chesney Gardner has been knocking them down for Aiken. Aiken takes a 4-point lead. We're under a minute to go in the half. Patriots drive underneath. Things get a little out of control. Possession to Aiken.
Substitutions for the Patriots. Number 5, Abigail Bullock. Number 20, Jasmine Stanley.
Abigail Bullock and Jasmine Stanley into the game for the Patriots. Aiken brings that ball up. Madison Williams has been in control most of the game, with the exception of a breather she had moments ago for another point guard to come in her place. Here comes the Patriots. They're driving underneath. Kick it back out. Smartly done. Whip it around the perimeter. A wide open shot from Gilmore. Gilmore misses. Patriots are working on that rebound. In the process of trying to get the rebound, Brianna White just stepped out of bounds. So that's possession to Aiken with 23.5 seconds to go. That shot clock is off at this point. So the Pacers may be able to work for a last shot. Down to 10 seconds to go. 6 seconds. Now Aiken works underneath. Chesney Gardner with the attempt. And I think this is how it's going to end. Some nice defense by the Patriots. Aiken couldn't quite get things going. And the result was some nice defense, like I said, for the Patriots. They prevent the last shot for Aiken. And that's it for the half at 32-28. We hope you'll join us in just a few minutes for some highlights. And we'll run through some statistics and tell you what's going on for this match. Thank you for joining us on the FMU Sports Network.
The desire and the love to take care of people is something that you kind of have innate. You kind of just have that thing. But Francis Marion gave me the principles, and they taught me the core values. They taught me leadership qualities, and they've just been foundational and offered a family that I can keep going back to. So even though my personal biological family didn't go to a university, and I didn't really get any wisdom from them for that, I gained a family that could tell me all about college and even the afterlife of college by coming to Francis Marion. And I'm not sure you would have that with, other universities. Throughout the nurse practitioner program, you're already a nurse, and you're a devoted nurse, and you don't want to just quit. And that was another thing I specifically picked this program, was because I was able to look at the curriculum and know that I could work. I even asked a couple of the professors, one being Dr. Hopla, before I started the program, and even she told me, yes, you can still work while you do this. And I did. I worked 40 hours a week, 5 days a week. Sometimes it had to be six days a week to get my 40 hours in, and I still did the nurse practitioner program. It wasn't easy, but nothing worth having is easy. Which the benefit of having classmates and professors that were both working and studying is, we would get worked up and worried about how would we ever do this. And then they would say, well, I can work these 2 12-hour shifts on the weekends and then have the week to study. Or a professor may say, well, you can get creative with your hours here. So you can tell that they've done this, that you can tell that they've gotten creative with their time as well. And then all of a sudden it doesn't feel like such a daunting task, because again, you gain wisdom from their experience.
Folks, thanks for joining us here on the Patriots Sports Network. Want to get you up to date on some of the statistics and some of the other things that are going on here in this basketball matchup. USC Aiken holds a slim 32-28 lead after 2 quarters, and really the difference has been kind of a back and forth game. We wouldn't say rebounding. USC Aiken has the edge, 21 rebounds to FMU's 17. Offensive rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds for Aiken, 3 of them for the Patriots. I think that's really where the difference is. Those offensive opportunities for second chances for USC Aiken has really led them. From the free-point line, FMU continues to sizzle. They are 4 for 4 from the free throw line, and that continues their awesome streak. They are leading the Peach Belt in free throw percentage. Currently, they are 77% from the charity stripe. Got to up that number with a 4 for 4 performance so far today. Individually, let's talk a little bit about what's happening scoreboard-wise. For USC Aiken, 9 for Chesney Gardner. She knocked down a couple of three-pointers that really went her way. A couple of nice shots by her. 6 points for Chidima Okafor. Okafor scored the first 4 points of the game, but since then only 2 points at all for her. 5 points for Delaney Trushell. 5 points for sister Emily Trushell. So those two really have shored up the scoring along with Okafor and Gardner. Rebounding-wise, it's really been Trushell and Okafor, each of them with 5 rebounds. For the Patriots, from a scoring standpoint, Jasmine Stanley with 10 points leads the way. Gilmore for the Patriots with 7. 5 for Abigail Bullock. Bullock got hot in the middle of that half. She drained a three-pointer, and then very shortly thereafter made the mid-range 2. So 5 points for her. Rebounding-wise, 4 rebounds for Lauren Taylor, 2 for Stanley, 2 for Medeiros, 2 for Bullock, and 3 for White. Couple of last statistics before we take a break here, and then we will come back with the second half. I want to give you just a brief summary. Francis Marion held a slim 14-13 lead after one quarter. USC Aiken led the way in the second quarter. Their second quarter was a 19 points to 14 point lead quarter-wise. The result is a 4-point lead for USC Aiken. They lead 32-28. So thank you for joining us on the FMU Sports Network. And we're going to take a break here, and we'll be back with you shortly to kick off the second half action.
Choosing a college isn't easy. There are lots of choices to make and so many variables to consider. How do you know when you've found just the right place? The right college will make you feel at home, and that begins with a sense of place. At Francis Marion University, we have a beautiful campus that's safe, well-maintained, and filled with smiling faces. It's the kind of place where you feel you belong, where you wake up in the morning and know that the day ahead will be one you'll savor and enjoy. Now, that doesn't mean life at FMU is easy. There will be challenges. Hard work is expected. We take our academics seriously. You should too. Earning one of our degrees is a real achievement. But some toil, some time invested in a difficult task, that's okay. That's how you grow, how you become someone. FMU is a comprehensive public university, and when it comes to academics, our students have a wide range of choices. We offer more than 75 majors and courses of study. Our professional schools in healthcare, engineering, business, and education are all well known and respected across the state. At the same time, the arts and the sciences remain the core of what we do. They are the perfect foundation for a successful career and a meaningful life. Programs are important, and we'll continue to work to produce new curriculum that meets the needs of our changing world. But we also know that a great education is less about what is taught and more about who is doing the teaching. FMU's faculty is made up of distinguished scholars and renowned researchers. They're experts in their field and expert teachers too. They love the give and take of the classroom and revel in the progress their students make. In FMU's intimate academic environment, where small classes are the norm, you'll get to know a lot of these dedicated men and women. Some you will remember forever. The academic work and its rewards are why you are here. But there will be a time and place for play too. We have more than 60 different student organizations and field teams in 14 NCAA sports. A robust schedule of extracurriculars is a big part of each semester. You'll find space here for rest and relaxation. You'll make new friends and build relationships that last a lifetime. And then, almost as quickly as it all began, it will be over. You will graduate and move on to a life and career full of promise. You'll leave memories behind. You'll leave FMU, but you'll be welcome back anytime. Home is like that, you know. Welcome home. Welcome to FMU.
And we welcome you back to Francis Marion University and the University Center for the second half of the women's basketball game. This is USC Aiken at Francis Marion, and USC Aiken holds a 32-28 lead. Aiken really started to turn it on at the end of the half. Patriots field goal percentage for the half, 11 for 30. Pacers, 14 for 35. Three-pointers. Pacers have drained 2 more than the Pats. 4 3-pointers for the Pacers, 2 for the Pats. Rebounding margin is pretty close, +4 for the Pacers. And we're just about ready to get started here with the second half and particularly the third quarter. So the Patriots kind of sauntered out slowly. As for the Aiken Pacers, they came out and used some of their shared court time at the half. They did a little bit of rebounding work, just a little bit of ball touches just to kind of get loose and get things going for them. So Aiken has now taken the floor, and with 10 seconds to go, we are just about ready to get started here. Inbound for Aiken. Inbounding is going to be Delaney Truschel. She and her sister each with 5 points in the first half, and Emily, Emily number 12, with 4 assists to lead Aiken in assists. Aiken successfully inbounds, and we are started with the third quarter. In on the high point to Okafor. Okafor sneaks it down and drains it. Nice start for USC Aiken. They take a 6-point lead. FMU Patriots are going to slowly move that ball around. Oliver with the 3-point attempt. Nice rebound, though. Great rebound in the case of Jasmine Stanley. Jasmine Stanley, in the process of rebounding, Emily Truschel applied the foul, so the Patriots are going to get to inbound this ball. Nice inbound. Patriots have that ball underneath. Great job to get that ball underneath, but unfortunately, they can't quite finish. Lauren Taylor, I think, kind of rushed that shot. Aiken's going to drive the lane, and then they're going to think twice about it. Nice job looping around, getting down underneath, slashing. Madison Williams scores 2. Nice fast break for the Patriots. Stanley can't quite handle that ball. Ball back to Aiken. Aiken can, with this possession, could extend this lead to double digits. It was a 4-point lead at the half. Aiken has stormed out in the second half to an 8-point lead here very early on. We're only 1 minute in. Slash and dash from number 23, Delaney Truschel, and sure enough, a 10-point lead for USC Aiken. 6 quick points to start the half for USC Aiken. Let's see what the Patriots can do to answer back. A little bit of dribble drive from Gilmore. Gilmore, too many dribbles. Aiken with the steal. Here comes Aiken. And we got a travel, and I think she knows it. Emily Truschel on the fast break. She lost the handle. As a result, she took an extra step, and that possession goes to the Patriots. The Patriots are going to have to get something started fast. The momentum right now is all Aiken to start this second half. And we're back underway. No pressure from USC Aiken in the full court, so Pats will take it right up. Nice job by number 11, Taylor Simmons, to bring that ball up. Now over to Gilmore. Bullock to Stanley. Some nice passing. Back to Bullock. Oliver. Shot clock down to 5. There's the shot from Oliver. Front of the rim, no good. Here comes Aiken. A little bit of pressure from the Francis Marion Patriots. A little easy drive from the point guard, Madison Williams. Nice rebound by Aiken. More rebounding from Aiken. Aiken has the rebounding edge right now so far. It's going to be a foul against the Patriots. Brianna White. So 2 free throws for USC and Alicia Harris. Harris drains the front end. It's an 11-point lead. This is the largest lead for either team, and certainly the largest team lead for Aiken. Aiken is stormed out of this half. They've scored 5 unanswered. And now, 7 unanswered, and Aiken has a 12-point lead. Nice shot by Bullock. Just rims in and out. And that ball went over the top on that rebound. It touched the top edge over the backboard, meaning that's an immediate possession to Aiken. Aiken brings the ball up. That's Madison Williams. She's been handling the ball most of the day. She's very calm. Kicks it over to Truschel. Truschel kicks it out. Nice steal by the Patriots. Here comes the fast break for the Patriots. We get a rebound effort by Stanley. I'm going to wait for what that call is.
Number 2, Alicia Harris.
Okay, foul on number 2, Alicia Harris. I think that the Patriots would have erupted if that was going to be a call against number 20, Jasmine Stanley. It certainly did not look like a foul against her. So instead, against Alicia Harris, Patriots are going to try to inbound. They do so successfully to Oliver. Oliver takes it up to the top, dribbles around. She gets that down underneath to Stanley. Stanley goes up, tries to make the shot. Hey, it's a nice, classy sportsmanship from Emily Truschel. Truschel picks up Jasmine Stanley off the floor, and Stanley's going to go for free throws. Hey, got to give a little credit to Emily Truschel. Nice, classy job by her to pick up Stanley, who went down after the foul. Stanley drains the first, and that gets the Patriots on the board this half. One more would draw and diminish Aiken's lead to 10. Let's see what Stanley can do about that. Stanley drains them both. Patriots continue to lead the Peach Belt in free throw shooting, so that's certainly a mistake by Aiken to foul Francis Marion at all. They've proven to succeed at the charity stripe. Aiken back at it. They're going to work it down underneath. I love the deny. Fantastic denial from Jasmine Stanley. She prevents that ball from going underneath to Okafor. But on the fast break, the Patriots relinquish the ball. Aiken has picked up their ball. They picked up their dribble. Okafor takes it underneath. Big power drive. Love that power drive from Chesney Gardner. Now the fast break for the Patriots. Patriots bring it up. Patriots are going to slow it back down. Probably a smart move by them. They had success in the half-court offense in the first half. As soon as they started to rush it, they kind of struggled just a little bit with their scoring. So a little half-court, three-pointer, and all of those just what the doctor ordered. 3 points for Brianna White. Nice job by her. Aiken Pacers are going to come back. Patriots are within 8 after being down double digits. What the Patriots need is a stop. And we got a foul on number 11. That'll be Simmons with the foul. Simmons was putting lots and lots of pressure on. I think he could have called that a no call, but instead we're calling a foul against the Patriots. Aiken gets the ball. 3 fouls against Aiken early on in this half. 2 for the Patriots so far. Neither is in much jeopardy so far to get into foul trouble in this half. Nice denial from Bullock. Love that denial from Bullock. She denies that ball from going into the paint, and the result is the steal. Can't say enough about Bullock just stepping into that passing lane to stop that ball from going underneath by USC Aiken. Simmons changes her mind. She was going to take the shot. Instead to Bullock. Bullock drains the 3, and all 3 of those for Abigail Bullock. That ball could not have hit the rim any more than it did and still go in. That ball took its time going down. All 3 of those for Abigail Bullock. And now here comes USC Aiken, and we're going to get a timeout by USC Aiken. Aiken had an 11-point lead. Patriots have brought it down to 5. And with this timeout, we thank you for watching the Patriot Sports Network.
The Swamp Fox Club is a fundraising arm of the Francis Marion University Athletic Department, and it supplies assistance to all 14 intercollegiate sports. On behalf of the student athletes at Francis Marion, I would like to thank all those who are members of the Swamp Fox Club for their support.
Thank you.
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 USC Aiken had an 11-point lead and really were starting to storm away against the Patriots. They had a 4-point lead at the half, opened that up to 11. The Patriots have since drawn back to being within 5, and they've really started to figure some things out. The Patriots are taking their time in the half court. They're not doing a whole lot with a fast break. And against Aiken, what they've really been doing is stepping in the passing lanes of Aiken to deny that ball from going underneath to the length of Okafor in particular, and the other bigs for Aiken. So nice job by Francis Marion to make that adjustment. Aiken with the possession. A lot of hard work by number 13, Chesney Gardner. She works her way underneath, kind of posts up, and then off the glass into the basket, and that stops the FMU run. Aiken leads by 7. Patriots with the ball. Up to Stanley. They're going to play it very, very calmly. Kick it to Bullock. Bullock for 3. Bullock with a strong miss off the backboard. Here comes Aiken with the shot, with the attempt. And Truschel steps back. Delaney Truschel knocks down a 3-pointer. So that's the answer from USC Aiken. Nice job by them. Truschel was wide open. She knocks down the 3. She had time to think about it, and she makes no mistake. Back to the Patriots. They tried for the skip pass. That skip pass goes out of bounds.
On the floor, media timeout.
And we got a timeout. That is the 5-minute media timeout. And thank you for watching the Patriots Sports Network. And welcome back. USC Aiken, since the last timeout, has opened their lead back up to double digits. They lead 46-36 with 4:25 to go in the third quarter. The women's tennis team is going to host Erskine College on Saturday at 11 on the Kasab courts. The men's and women's tennis teams will both play Lenoir-Rhyne University on Sunday at 2 at the Dr. Eddie Floyd City of Florence Tennis Center. Softball doubleheader between FMU and Lenoir-Rhyne, slated for Saturday, has been postponed. FMU will play the next game at home, Queen's University of Charlotte, on Friday, February 19th at 4. So now we're back into action. USC Aiken with possession, and they have the 10-point lead. We have another kicked ball. So Aiken's going to inbound. They're going to come over and have Grace Crawford bring the ball in. Nice move by Chesney Gardner to be available for the inbound. Chesney Gardner dishes it over to Delaney Truschel. Truschel underneath. Nice job underneath getting that ball to Okafor. Okafor misses high glass. Here comes the Patriots. Medeiros drives the lane. Oh, huge block by Okafor. Okafor was right there waiting for her, and she makes the denial. That was some big-time stuff by the long 6'3" freshman from Santa Clarita, California, Chidima Okafor. Patriots will still inbound. Here's Bullock with the ball. Blue hair Bullock today. That's a fun college look for her, and she's really backed it up with some nice scoring today. Bullock with the ball. She's going to try again. All three of those for Bullock. Nice job by Bullock to drain that one. Bullock now, and the Patriots need every single one of those that they can get. Bullock with 8 points. Here comes Aiken. Driving the lane is Chesney Gardner. Good ball movement from Aiken right now. Aiken is really finding free players kicking that ball around. FMU's Medeiros got knocked down on the floor. That was a screenplay that Medeiros found the negative side of. So nice job by Aiken. Now Aiken misses. Patriots are down by 7. The lead was as much as 12 for USC Aiken. So the Patriots continue to chip away at this USC Aiken lead. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. This is the third quarter. Another skip pass that gets denied by number 23, Delaney Truschel. She stops that skip pass. That ball goes out of bounds, but she denies that ball from going to Taylor Simmons.
Number 2, Alicia Harris. Number 12, Emily Truschel.
Alicia Harris and Emily Truschel in the game for USC Aiken. White will inbound the ball. Now we've got Simmons bringing the ball up. Simmons handles the ball up at the top, kicks it out. Medeiros got the shot off before the shot clock expired, but that ball rimmed out. Aiken with the possession. Delaney Truschel with the ball. Truschel over to number 2, Alicia Harris. Kick it back out to Emily Truschel. Rebound for Aiken. Nice effort by number 12, Emily Truschel, to get that rebound and kick it out as she was falling down. Wide open number 2, Alicia Harris. Some nice ball movement from USC Aiken results in the lay-in for Alicia Harris. Simmons with the ball again for the Patriots. As the Patriots chip away, Aiken seems to have an answer. The answer for the Patriots has been Bullock. Bullock with another 3-point shot. That one misses. Here comes Aiken. Aiken with some nice ball movement. but that ball goes into the hands of Chesney Gardner on the long pass. Chesney Gardner started looking up at the rim before she had completely corralled that pass. She mishandles the ball. That ball goes out of bounds. That's a fortunate break for FMU. USC Aiken was going to put up 2 easy ones had she handled that ball. Instead, the Pats bring that ball up. Here comes Oliver with the ball. Little crossover, a little mini crossover. She kicks it over to Simmons. Simmons to Oliver. Oliver to Taylor. Taylor underneath to Taylor. Pardon me. Oliver underneath to Lauren Taylor. And
USC Aiken, number 13, Chesney
that's
Gardner.
a foul against Gardner. Lauren Taylor was working away underneath. She couldn't quite score to get the and one. Instead, she's going to get 2 shots. Count that first one for Lauren Taylor. She makes the front end. And with the clock stopped at 1:39 to go in the quarter, the third quarter, Aiken leads by 8. Lauren Taylor with the second ball. We'll see what kind of rebounding we get. No need for a rebounding. No need for a rebound. Lauren Taylor was true on her free throw too. The Patriots continue to lead the league in free throws, and it shows today. They haven't missed yet. Nice passing and ball control from USC Aiken. They kick it out to number 4, Grace Crawford. Rebound to Patriots. Bullock smartly slows it down. Nice job by Bullock. Over to Simmons. Simmons slashes. Back to Bullock. Oh, smart pass by Bullock. Air ball on the three-pointer for the Patriots. Here comes Aiken. Aiken wants to run. That ball goes to Crawford. Crawford kicks it underneath. And another pass to number 23, Delaney Trushell. The Patriots are not getting back on defense when Aiken pushes that fast break. Aiken by 9, 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Oliver with the ball. She tries to work it down underneath. A little bit slow on that pass. Another fast break for Aiken. Aiken's more than willing to take chances on this fast break. They've made their share of errors on those, but they've also put pressure on the Francis Marion defense to chase and defend even if they miss those. In this case, it was a mishandle. That ball went out of bounds. Possession to the Patriots. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Number 21 for the Patriots is Scarlett Gilmore has the ball. Over to Stanley. Jasmine Stanley gets denied. The ball goes back to Stanley. Oliver with a little slash and dash to work her way underneath. Nice job by her to work her way underneath. That's going to be a foul. That is a foul against Alicia Harris. Oliver to the line, and at the charity stripe is where the Pats want to be. With the clock stopped, they can score a few points here and there and try to get back in this game. And that's the first missed free throw of the game for Francis Marion. We made it all the way until 20 seconds to go in the third quarter before the Patriots' first miss. So Oliver will start another streak, and she makes the second end, or the back end, of those 2 free throws.
Number 25, Cheneva Okafor.
A little bit of Patriot pressure in the full court. Okafor has the ball, and now the Patriots are going to let it back. They want to put a little bit of pressure on Aiken. That'll slow that full court, that fast break offense that they've been trying for. 6 seconds to go. 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Oh, nice deke to get the open shot. But the shot doesn't go down. It misses without a touch of the rim. Chesney Gardner got that last shot off. But a strong quarter for USC Aiken. For USC Aiken, 18-14 in that quarter, so a 4-point lead going into the half. Tack on 4 more for Aiken in the third quarter, and Aiken has a 50-42 lead with 1 quarter remaining. When we come back, we'll get the fourth quarter. Thank you for watching the Patriots Sports Network.
The Swanfalls Club is a fundraising arm of the Francis Marion University Athletic Department, and it supplies assistance to all 14 intercollegiate sports. On behalf of the student athletes at Francis Marion, I would like to thank all those who are members of the Swanfalls Club for their support.
Thank you.
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 And welcome back to the University Center. This is the fourth quarter of the tilt between USC Aiken, the visitors, and Francis Marion. Francis Marion is down 50-42. I think really the key in that third quarter, 8 for 15 from the field for USC Aiken, only 3 for 13 from the Patriots, and the Patriots are fortunate to be within 8 at that rate. The FMU men's and women's soccer teams are going to play at home on Monday the 15th, with the men entertaining North Georgia at 3:30, the women hosting UNCP at 6. Maybe you can catch that one. So we're back in action. 10 minutes to go in this game, barring OT. Patriots have possession. They are down by 8. Kick it underneath. Nice job underneath. So inside and out. They're going to kick it back out to Lauren Taylor. Lauren Taylor with all 3 of those. That's the way to cut that lead away. Only a 5-point lead now to Aiken. Good start to the half on the tray from Lauren Taylor. Aiken tries to work it down underneath, and Delaney Truschel is denied. Now that possession probably is going to be in the hands of USC Aiken. Sure enough it is, once the officials confer very briefly. Inbound for Aiken. Gilmore had a chance at a steal, but she was watching the player that she would be defending, so instead that ball makes it in. Here comes Okafor working her way down underneath. She settles for a fall away. That ball is missed. Here comes Gilmore with the ball. She kind of saunters up. She kicks that ball around to Taylor. Taylor over to number 13, Anaya Oliver. Nice job to get that ball underneath to Jasmine Stanley. And just like that, the Patriots are within 3. We're going to get the and 1. Very astute job by Madison Williams. Madison Williams has not taken the drive very often. Instead, she goes from end to end, coast to coast, and knocks down the lay-in very, very fast. She gets the and 1, so she's going to have a chance to make that a 3-point play when she takes this free throw attempt. Nice job by Madison Williams to slash her way down underneath. And Williams finishes off the and 1, and Aiken is back up by 6. Patriots had stormed out at the beginning of this quarter, but then a nice response from Madison Williams there. Bullock has the ball. Kick it over to Anaya Oliver. Now it's in the corner. Lauren Taylor with the ball. Back to Bullock. Bullock handles it, changes her mind. She's going to kick it into a slashing number 21, Scarlett Gilmore. There is no call there. That's a little bit surprising. I really can't see where there would possibly be no contact there. Instead, it's going to be possession Patriots. Patriots continue with that ball. They got to inbound it. Let's see what they can do to get that ball in. A little bit of hesitation there. Almost a football catch by number 21, Gilmore. And the shot clock expired. Unfortunately, number 32, Lauren Taylor, couldn't get that ball off. Maybe one too many passes, and that's it with the shot clock. Here comes Aiken. Kind of a golden opportunity missed by the Patriots to answer back there, but they had a hard time inbounding. Great defense by Aiken after the inbound prevents the Patriots from taking a shot before the shot clock expired. Good rebounding by Aiken. Aiken kicks that ball out. 2 misses, but Patriots have possession. Now here comes the Patriots and number 13, Anaya Oliver. She drives that ball up. She takes that ball. Taylor smartly doesn't pass. The passing lane was closed by number 12, Emily Truschel. So instead, the Patriots set it up for their half-court offense. A little bit of hesitation over there on the side. Kick it out to Taylor, and then to Bullock. Shot clock at 5. Bullock with the shot. Bullock can't seem to knock it down. Aiken still leads by 6. Here comes Aiken with that fast break. If the Patriots aren't going to press that, then the Aiken Pacers are going to continue to set the pace on that play, bringing that ball up. Some nice choices by Aiken. Aiken is really handling the ball well. They've got their system down properly. And a travel call, a very fortunate situation for the Patriots. A travel against Emily Truschel, number 12. The Patriots were really doing, the Pacers were doing a very good job moving that ball around, so that unforced error results in possession to the Patriots. Patriots within 6. Things were looking bleak here moments ago, but Patriots really made a nice run out of the start of the fourth. Patriots are within 6 and looking a little bit better at that. Patriots in their half-court offense, kick it down underneath, then out to Gilmore. They continue to try to rely on that three-point shot, but they've been cold, ice cold from that three-point line. Here comes Aiken with another fast break. Okafor makes no mistake on that one. Okafor with a two-pointer underneath the rim. Aiken returns to an 8-point lead. Patriots are going to have to come up with a plan soon. With 6:38 to go in the game, Aiken seems to have an answer every time the Patriots put a run on. Almost the end one, but instead Jasmine Stanley is denied. She goes up, she gets the pressure.
USC Aiken, number 25, Okafor.
And that foul is against Okafor.
Substitution for the Patriots, number
So
20,
Stanley's going to get 2 shots. Okafor
at the line,
on the floor, number 25 for Aiken. She has 2 fouls on the day, so she's in good shape. Most of Aiken is in good shape. No one has more than 2 fouls, so we're not going to see many substitutions due to fouls in this situation. Stanley makes both of her free throws, and with the clock stopped, so the Patriots draw to within 6. Aiken slowly brings that ball up. They're going to milk a little bit of clock. This isn't the time to milk it, but they're changing their pace. They're doing a little bit of fast break, then they're coming in with a little bit of half court. They're really forcing the Patriots to give a few different defensive looks to try to slow them down. Patriots are going to slow things down. Everybody's screaming, I. This is going to be the I play. We see a pick from Stanley. That really doesn't bear much fruit. Back to Taylor. Shot clock to 10. Patriots are having a hard time getting anything going. Man defense for the most part from Aiken. Okafor corrals that rebound. And here comes Aiken. Aiken on the fast break. A little bit of an ill-advised pass from number 15, Madison Williams. Her decision-making has been pretty good today. That one wasn't the best decision. She tries to slice a bounce pass down underneath to her teammate. That ball gets deflected out by the Patriots, but an ill-advised pass. That was either going to get stolen or stopped. So we'll see how she responds after that miscue. Here's Aiken and Okafor. Okafor's got the ball. They kick it over to number 13, Chesney Gardner, and Gardner has been strong today. Gardner with another three-pointer. Wow, she's knocked them down when it really counted. And for Gardner, she leads Aiken with 13 points. Pardon me, scratch that, 16 points for Gardner. Frances Marion continues to move that ball around, inside and out. Back inside. Now they're going to kick it out. Good defense by Aiken. And then the shot, another missed three. White puts that ball back up. White with the finish. Nice job by White. 7-point lead for Aiken as Aiken continues to bring that ball up. Aiken has had between a 7 and a 10-point lead for most of this quarter. And we're going to call it a foul on the Patriots. Kind of a touch foul against number 11, Taylor Simmons, but the official felt like she was putting too much contact on. So with that, we're thankful that you're here for the Patriots Sports Network. And when we return, there will be 4:39 to go in the game. So thank you for joining us. Welcome back. A quick update from other sports for Frances Marion. Frances Marion victorious in women's soccer, 1-0 over Clayton State. The lone goal was from Dale McEwen for the Patriots. So congrats to Chelsea Parker the new head coach for women's soccer at FMU. That's her first career victory as a head coach. So congrats to she and the FMU Patriots women's soccer team. Back here on the basketball court, USC Aiken leads Francis Marion 58-51. Aiken's going to bring this ball inbound. Back to the hot player of the day, Chesney Gardner. Gardner with 16 points leads Aiken. Gardner with another shot. She misses, but hey, she's hot from the floor, so I don't mind Aiken taking that attempt. Francis Marion's going to come back. I think they're going to get that ball to Gardner again as long as she's draining them. And for the Patriots, they can't quite get that three-pointer to go. They've attempted quite a few. They've had some good looks, but they're just not going down. Aiken's on a drive. They've got numbers, but they're going to kick it out for three anyway. Number 12, Emily Truschel, knocks down her three-pointer, and USC Aiken is back to a 10-point lead, 61-51 with 3:57 to go. Patriots are going to need to come up with something quickly, lest they continue on their losing streak. Foul on the floor. We'll get a motion from the official. And that foul's on the floor against Aiken. Couldn't quite see the number of the call, so FMU to inbound. Ball over to White. Up to Oliver at the point between the circles. Oliver's handling the ball. She's going to shake and bake with just a little bit. A little crossover. That frees up Taylor for the long two-pointer. Taylor with a nice job knocking that ball down. A little bit of pressure by Simmons slows up the Aiken fast break. So instead, Aiken slows it down. They're going to take possession in the corner. And now to Delaney Truschel with the ball. Kicks it over to her sister, Emily Truschel. Over to Okafor. Okafor goes high glass. Okafor makes it for 2 points. Okafor's been a heck of a player to stop. 6'3". She's been exceptionally long. Great on the glass. And also she's been scoring virtually at will when she's had the room. Finally a three-pointer goes. That's all three of those for Oliver. And the Patriots have been ice cold from three. That's just what the doctor ordered. A nice three-pointer by Anaya Oliver. Oliver slaps her hands in frustration, knowing that she wants a few more of those to go down. No foul called. Lots of contact underneath. Okafor finishes things up. Francis Marion should have really been playing on. Instead, they were waiting a call. When the whistle didn't happen, they didn't play on. Instead, they were waiting for a foul. Okafor picked up the ball off the glass and put it in. Patriots continue to try to chip away. Patriots are down. Another three-pointer. Nice job by Simmons. Taylor Simmons knocks down the tray. So 2 threes in a row by the Patriots have resulted in the score for the Pats. Pats are only down by 6. We're nearing 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Aiken with the attempt. And we're going to get a foul on the floor. I would have liked a jump ball on that one, to be very, very honest with you. Instead, we're going to get a call against the Patriots, Anaya Oliver. Boy, I thought that was a jump ball, but instead they're going to call contact on Anaya Oliver. That's possession to Aiken.
Number 2, Alicia Harris. In for the Patriots, number 20, Jasmine Stanley.
Aiken inbounds the ball with ease. Truschel to Truschel. Truschel inside to Okafor. Okafor with a quick hook. That hook doesn't quite go down. A little bit out of balance for Okafor. Johnson nearly mishandles the ball. Instead of Simmons. Simmons was hot, in and out. Nice rebound by number 20, Jasmine Stanley. Patriots regain possession. They're going to call them back down. 1:30 to go in the quarter. Patriots need to keep things going here. A little bit of an over-adjustment there. Oh, great work. Fantastic work on the rebound by Jasmine Stanley to save the loose ball. Oliver shoots it up. And as the shot clock expired, Anaya Oliver tried to heave one up there, but she heaved it just a little bit late. Aiken continues to lead by 6. Patriots are continuing to fight on the offensive end. I'd like to see a little bit more on the defensive end after a rebound or after a call that doesn't happen. Not a lot of fouls being called, so Francis Marion really needs to just play on here. Aiken with possession. They're satisfied to move the ball around with 1 minute to go in the game. They're more than happy to use all of this shot clock. Big pressure by Anaya Oliver, but with that pressure comes the foul. Delaney Truschel was fouled while handling the ball. Emily Truschel is going to inbound. She inbounds to Chesney Gardner. 17 to go on the shot clock. And the Patriots finally foul. The Patriots realize that they're going to have to foul to stop this clock. They have fouls to give.
Cameron Johnson.
And with that, Aiken's going to go to the line. So the Aiken is in the bonus. Delaney Truschel at the line for a critical free throw here with just under 50 seconds to go. Aiken leads by 6. Truschel drains the front end. Aiken up by 7. It's now a 3-possession game for Aiken. And Aiken's starting to move into some pretty good shape here. Truschel makes the second. Timeout by the Patriots.
Number 5, Abigail Bullock.
Pardon me, it's not a timeout. Instead, it's a substitution. We're going to play on. And Patriots and Simmons are going to have to move the ball up quick. They're running out of time in this game. So as Simmons works that ball around, this is precious moments that Aiken is happy to let bleed off the clock. There's the shot by Taylor. Taylor with the miss. And we're going to get the and one. Jasmine Stanley goes up, gets the rebound, knocks down the shot, and she gets fouled. So she's going to have the and one. She's going to have an opportunity to shoot here in just a moment. For USC Aiken, Chesney Gardner back in. She's clearly in on offense. Here's the free throw from Stanley. Stanley makes it. Only one free throw missed all day for Francis Marion. And with 31 seconds to go, we're going to get a timeout for USC Aiken. Aiken's going to chalk some things up.
Timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout.
So for the Patriots, the Patriot baseball team is going to open its season at home on Saturday, February 13th. That's at 4 o'clock against Georgia College. The two squads are then going to play a doubleheader on Sunday the 14th, beginning at 1. Hey, Patriot Nation, be proud and wear red, white, and blue. Support your Patriots and visit the Francis Marion Patriots online store at www.fmupatriotsshop.com to get all your Patriot gear. Keep up with all Patriot sports action online at www.fmupatriots.com and through social media at FMU Sports. On social media posts, FMU fans are encouraged to use the hashtag Swamp'em. So Aiken's got the possession with 31.6 seconds to go. We're going to get the inbound from Chesney Gardner. Pressure from the Patriots. The Patriots have to foul. They foul on the inbound. That's going to be another call. That's a foul against number 13, Anaya Oliver. Oh, they're going to make that call against Jasmine Stanley.
At the line for USC Aiken, number 23.
Stanley with 4 personal fouls. Oliver with 3. Delaney Truschel at the line. Truschel knocks down the three-pointer, or knocks down the free throw. They've not been so great with free throws in the game, but here with minutes to go, they've been really true. They've made all of their free throws late in this fourth quarter. That one's no different. Delaney Truschel makes both of her free throws, and that's a timeout for the Patriots. Patriots are down 68-62 with 30 seconds to go. Support your FMU athletics by joining the Swamp Fox Club. For more info, why not visit the website at www.fmupatriots.com or call 843-661-1240. So the Patriots, just a quick update, 0-0 at the half, men's soccer at Lander. So they are at the half, FMU at nationally ranked Lander. So we'll see if the Patriots can pull that one out in the second half. As for the Patriots here in women's basketball, they're down by 7, 69-62, with 30.2 seconds to go in the game, or at least in the quarter, if Patriots were to tie it. A little slash and dash from Anaya Oliver. Smart by Aiken. Aiken does not foul, so instead we're going to get a timeout by the Patriots. Patriots scored with a nice slash. Pardon me. Instead, we're going to get a timeout for USC Aiken. That ball as the official motions,
USC Aiken.
that ball will be inbounded on Aiken's half of the court. Aiken leads 69-64, a 5-point lead with 26 seconds to go. Clutch slash and dash from number 13, Anaya Oliver, to draw this game to within 5. And the Patriots do have some hope here. They're just going to have to draw up some defense. The best bet for the Patriots is going to be to deny the inbound. But if they can't deny that inbound, they're going to have to foul right away, because the clock is not their friend with only 26 seconds to go. The Patriots down by 5. Please remember that FMU's next home game is Lander University. That'll be on Saturday, February 13th at 1:30, and the men will play at 3:30 or 45 minutes following the conclusion of the women's game. So we got a tight one. Patriots have really been playing from behind here in the fourth quarter, and really the challenge for the Pats, USC Aiken has had an answer with almost every basket FMU has made in this fourth quarter. Aiken has answered with some points of their own or some very, very strong defense. Inbounding is Chesney Gardner. Gardner has some indecision there. Not sure what that call is. All right, we're going to get a foul away from the ball against the Patriots. Number 11, Taylor Simmons. So no time runs off the clock. Instead, it's a foul. And going to the line is Madison Williams. And Williams misses the front end, so it's still a 2-possession game for the Patriots. And if the Patriots can corral this rebound, it remains a 2-possession game. A 6-point lead for FMU, for Aiken, with 25 seconds to go. Oliver throws up a 3 off the front glass. A lot of tumbling and falling around. USC Aiken corrals that ball. Oh, such a smart play by number 12, Emily Trushell. She takes all the air out of that ball. She could have driven to the hole, but with a 6-point lead, she chooses to take precious seconds off the clock. Nice job by Emily Trushell to take the air out of that ball. A little more than 10 seconds to go in this fourth quarter, and Emily Trushell is going to go to the line. Trushell misses the first. It remains a 2-possession game. It's really critical here that she miss for FMU to remain in a 2-possession game. If this goes to 3, well, the Patriots are going to have some problems, because she makes the second of the free throws. It's a 7-point game. It's a 3-possession game. Simmons is going to go to the hole. That ball is touched up by Aiken. Aiken denies the pass, and with 3.3 seconds to go, Aiken is looking pretty good here. It is 71-64 USC Aiken. Inbound by the Patriots. They're going to get one shot off. That's Abigail Bullock, and the game is over. Abigail's shot misses off the rim. 71-64 is your final score, and we thank you for watching the Patriot Sports Network, and want to get a little bit of a recap here for you regarding this game. So want to quickly get into some stats. Patriots really struggled in the second and third quarters. In the second quarter, 19-14 Aiken. In the third quarter, 18-14 Aiken. That 9-point deficit was just too much for the Patriots to overcome. And in fact, in the fourth quarter, the Patriots led 22-21 with their scoring. Let's go to some scoring leaders individually for USC Aiken. Delaney Trushell with 16 points. Chesney Gardner with 16. Chidima Okafor with 12. For Francis Marion, 19 points for Jasmine Stanley. Abigail Bullock with 11. 9 for Lauren Taylor and 8 for Anaya Oliver. Emily Trushell led Aiken with 5 assists. Francis Marion had 6 assists each for Anaya Oliver and Taylor Simmons. Block shots, Chidima Okafor with 5. No other player on the floor for either team had more than 1. Rebounding, USC Aiken, Emily Trushell with 10. Francis Marion, 3 players with 7. That's Lauren Taylor, Brianna White, Jasmine Stanley. Chidima Okafor chipped in with 9 rebounds. Chesney Gardner with 8 for USC Aiken. for the Patriots are going to come back and have another matchup. They're going to go on, let's see here. They're going to go, they remain at home. They're going to play at home Saturday against Lander at 1:30. They're going to try to get off their losing streak. They are now 0-6 in the conference. They continue to be lights out from the free throw line, but it's not quite enough. They had a cold streak from the three-point line for more than a quarter, which really denied them the game. So really, really key there was the shooting percentage, 3-point shooting percentage, 8 for 34 for the Patriots, 7 for 19 for USC Aiken. So for the Pats, 23% from three-point line. From the charity stripe, 12 of 13, so they made almost all of theirs. Their first miss wasn't until late in the third quarter. It was the only miss that they had from the free throw line. Rebounding edge clearly to USC Aiken, 41 rebounds to the Patriots 33. And that's going to do it for us here at the Patriot Sports Network. We thank you for joining us. Again, the final score, 71 for USC Aiken, 64 for Francis Marion. And we hope to see you on Saturday, 1:30 for the matchup against Lander College. Thank you from Francis Marion University, and we'll see you Saturday.
Hi everybody, I'm John Sweeney, Francis Marion class of 2009. This university means a lot to me. The people that I met and the experiences I had here, I cherish to this day. Over the next couple of minutes, I want to take you on a tour of this university that means so much to me. I want to show you my university. The first thing I'll mention, and I imagine it's the first thing you'd notice, is that Francis Marion is a beautiful place. It's just outside the city of Florence, but the university is not in the city. It's in a rural setting. It's pretty, peaceful, and safe. FMU's main campus is carved out of some 400 acres of former farms and forests in a delightfully natural way. We're under a canopy of mature trees. Thousands of native plants were cultivated to form an attractive landscape that FMU students pass through every day. The campus is beautiful year-round, but the azaleas are particularly amazing in the spring. It's a beautiful place to visit, but it's an even better place to go to school. And you are here to go to school, to learn, and grow as a person. That will happen here at FMU. Now, we have some terrific laboratory and classroom spaces. Come on, let's go take a look. This is Founders Hall, our main classroom building. I spent a lot of time here. McNair and Leatherman are home to the sciences. I didn't spend a lot of time here. Nope, not here either. Now this looks familiar. Welcome to the Hyman Fine Arts Building. A new Honors Center is currently under construction on campus, and in the past few years, FMU has built an impressive presence in downtown Florence. This new campus includes the FMU Performing Arts Center, the Carter Center for Health Sciences, University Place, and coming soon, the Leatherman Medical Complex. And in the near future, we'll begin work on a freshwater ecology lab, not far from the main campus. We've even got planetariums and simulation labs. But academics here are about more than buildings. They're about community, about people. You form bonds with classmates and professors, and the classes are great. Our professors are experts in their fields, and they love to be in the classroom. You'll learn a lot about the major you choose. You'll hear more about that later. And you'll learn a lot about life. Francis Marion is an interesting place with a diverse student population. We have older students who are coming back to study for their second career, and lots of hard-working students with jobs both on and off campus, which means there are some commuters here. But many of our students live right here in our residence halls, which means we have a rich on-campus environment. The Forest Villas are modern apartments with nice amenities. But a lot of upperclassmen love the Village Apartments, Francis Marion's original student housing. They're conveniently located to campus, the outdoor pool is right next door, and they have recently been remodeled and upgraded. An assortment of eateries, snack bars, and coffee shops provide needed fuel. The Smith University Center, the largest building on campus, is a great place to hang out and blow off a little steam. Our 60-plus student organizations add to the mix by hosting a wide range of events throughout the year. Everything from FMU's Got Talent to the President's Bowl Quiz Tournament to First Friday and the annual student competitions at Arts International. It is a good thing they didn't have these when I was here. I wouldn't have ever left. Athletics plays an important role here at Francis Marion. We've got great facilities like Griffin Athletic Complex and lots of successful teams. FMU athletes have won 5 national championships in just 50 years, and we've produced dozens of legendary players. Our athletes come from across the country and around the globe. They add to the flavor of the student body. Athletes are always among our very best students. We think that's the way it should be. By the way, the very first game on this field pitted Francis Marion against the defending national champions from the University of South Carolina. I wonder who won that game. Oh yeah, I remember. Well, that's a quick look around campus. I didn't get a chance to show you everything, and we didn't talk about everything. Like this guy, our namesake, General Francis Marion. But hopefully I gave you an idea of what a wonderful place FMU is and how much it means to alumni like me. This place is special. It's my university. Maybe you'll make it yours.
Let me paint you a picture. All of the graduates, all of the faculty, all of the administration, all of the Board of Trustees is decked out in their regalia. Their black robes, their hats, their gold tassels. It's just a most beautiful picture of a very formal kind of occasion. And here we march into the gymnasium, and the music is playing, and the gym is packed. And as we come in, and as you look up at all those people, you see families, huge families. You see not just mama and daddy and 2 brothers and a sister, but there's grandmama and granddaddy, there's the aunt and the uncle, they're the cousins, they're the next door neighbors. And you know why all those people are there? Because this is the very first one, the very first graduate. And I can guarantee you that when you go to that graduation, you leave with a tear in your eye. Because it's so, so special.
The desire and the love to take care of people is something that you kind of have innate. You kind of just have that thing. But Francis Marion gave me the principles, and they taught me the core values. They taught me leadership qualities, and they've just been foundational and offered a family that I can keep going back to. So even though my personal biological family didn't go to a university, and I didn't really get any experience, wisdom from them for that, I gained a family that could tell me all about college and even the afterlife of college by coming to Francis Marion. And I'm not sure you would have that with, other universities. Throughout the nurse practitioner program, you're already a nurse, and you're a devoted nurse, and you don't want to just quit. And that was another thing I specifically picked this program, was because I was able to look at the curriculum and know that I could work. I even asked a couple of the professors, one being Dr. Hopla, before I started the program, and even she told me, yes, you can still work while you do this. And I did. I worked 40 hours a week, 5 days a week. Sometimes it had to be six days a week to get my 40 hours in, and I still did the nurse practitioner program. It wasn't easy, but nothing worth having is easy. Which the benefit of having classmates and professors that were both working and studying is, we would get worked up and worried about how would we ever do this. And then they would say, well, I can work these 2 12-hour shifts on the weekends and then have the week to study. Or a professor may say, well, you can get creative with your hours here. So you can tell that they've done this, that you can tell that they've gotten creative with their time as well. And then all of a sudden it doesn't feel like such a daunting task because, again, you gain wisdom from their experience.
Choosing a college isn't easy. There are lots of choices to make and so many variables to consider. How do you know when you've found just the right place? The right college will make you feel at home, and that begins with a sense of place. At Francis Marion University, we have a beautiful campus that's safe, well-maintained, and filled with smiling faces. It's the kind of place where you feel you belong, where you wake up in the morning and know that the day ahead will be one you'll savor and enjoy. Now, that doesn't mean life at FMU is easy. There will be challenges. Hard work is expected. We take our academics seriously. You should too. Earning one of our degrees is a real achievement. But some toil, some time invested in a difficult task, that's okay. That's how you grow, how you become someone. FMU is a comprehensive public university, and when it comes to academics, our students have a wide range of choices. We offer more than 75 majors and courses of study. Our professional schools in healthcare, engineering, business, and education are all well-known and respected across the state. At the same time, the arts and the sciences remain the core of what we do. They are the perfect foundation for a successful career and a meaningful life. Programs are important, and we'll continue to work to produce new curriculum that meets the needs of our changing world. But we also know that a great education is less about what is taught and more about who is doing the teaching. FMU's faculty is made up of distinguished scholars and renowned researchers. They're experts in their field and expert teachers too. They love the give and take of the classroom and revel in the progress their students make. In FMU's intimate academic environment, where small classes are the norm, you'll get to know a lot of these dedicated men and women. Some you will remember forever. The academic work and its rewards are why you are here. But there will be a time and place for play, too. We have more than 60 different student organizations and field teams in 14 NCAA sports. A robust schedule of extracurriculars is a big part of each semester. You'll find space here for rest and relaxation. You'll make new friends and build relationships that last a lifetime. And then, almost as quickly as it all began, it will be over. You will graduate and move on to a life and career full of promise. You'll leave memories behind. You'll leave FMU, but you'll be welcome back anytime. Home is like that, you know.